R6828, State of Texas versus Alonzo Taylor. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Deerhead, Your Honor.
For the defense?
Greg Gameray for the defense.
We are here for,
Gameray.
could you spell your last name for the court reporter, please?
Yes, D-E-S is in Sam, M-A-R-A-I-S is in Sam.
Thank you.
Sorry about the S.
So we're here for sentencing today. You entered a plea on March 29th of no contest, and you applied for deferred adjudication. According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishments be assessed at a cap of 5 years, and the state is silent on your application. All right, have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections to the PSI report?
No objections, Your
All right, defense?
Your Honor, I'd like to say a few words and then call Alonzo and his mother up if that's possible.
Yes.
Okay. So the first thing, Judge, as you go through this PSI, the thing that sticks out is criminal history, obviously. This young man just turned 20, April 8th. And as we just talked out there, I'm saying you're the perfect candidate for probation because of this. You're at a crossroads. Your life is going to be defined by what you do from now on. You've already made this thing as since a 12-year-old, if you go back with those ages. He does have certificates for construction that he can work. He does have a job. He does not have any dependents. I've talked to him about his alcohol and drug use, and he's saying that is not happening.
All right, if you drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Kind of dirty.
Okay.
All right.
Kind of dirty. He said kind of dirty.
Dirty for what?
Marijuana, I think.
No, it's not marijuana, I think. You know what you were using. So what have you used?
What kind of mindset walks into a sentencing hearing and says, I'm kind of dirty? That moment set the tone for everything. It wasn't just poor judgment. It revealed how unprepared Alonzo was to face real consequences. When you're staring down 5 years in prison, the least you can do is show up clean.
Here. So what are you going to be dirty for?
Marijuana.
And what else? All right. Before we continue, I'm going to want a UA.
Yes, Judge. All right. They're going to give you a UA. Do we need
Yes.
to
Oh, they're
walk
going
it
to have.
down, or-
Oh no, they're going to have somebody come and give him a UA.
And then we'll continue. Judge, may I run around to some other court real quick?
Yes, you can.
How long is that going to take? About an hour?
Oh no. Oh no, they're going to do a UA. Are you prepared to go now? All right. So they're going to do a UA very quickly. All right. And yeah. So, Vashawn, do we have results? Okay. All right. Let's bring him on out.
THC. Do you have a base level or?
No, they can't give base level.
Come on, Judge. I'm working with thin air here.
I know, and you're a teacher too.
About to teach.
Yeah. Well, sometimes clients don't tell you everything.
Well, no. And I talked to his mom about that. So,
Okay.
Hey, Alonzo right here.
All right. We're back on the record. So when's the last time you used marijuana?
About a week ago, it was a candy bar.
Okay. You're going to need to speak up. Right now is not the time to be too cool for school.
It was about a week ago. It was a candy bar site. My voice is just kind of deep in the.
Right. So why are you doing marijuana when you know you have sentencing and you know I could send you to prison for 5 years? Because I'm sure your attorney will tell you, and I'm sure the state will tell you, in this court, age is just a number. I'm not going to treat you like a child because you're not a child. You're in adult court. I don't know why people want to use some drugs before they come to court and then try to throw themselves on the mercy of the court. State is silent, but you're here for a serious offense where you could end up going to prison 5 years. And I will tell you this, if you end up going to prison for 5 years.
The judge didn't hold back, and rightly so. She made it crystal clear. This wasn't about anyone else. Not his mom, not his lawyer. Alonzo's choices, his actions, they're on him. That kind of direct accountability is rare and powerful.
Let's try not to have that when we speak.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
Well, I went to school for, construction. And it's always been like, have a dream job, you know what I mean? Sorry, it's just how.
Can I ask him a few questions, Your Honor?
No, I want to.
Okay, you want
I want to hear him.
Well, I went to construction for about 3 years the school for construction, I got my ACCR, my OSHA.
See, it's hard. And I'm doing this not to make fun of you, but you have to learn how to speak, not like you speak with your friends, because this is a professional setting. And when you go do job interviews, people are not going to want to hear, it's like, so concentrate on not saying those things. It's for the betterment of you. So concentrate, not saying that, and not saying, okay, and it's like, and I want you to stand up straight, and I want you to stop mumbling, and I want you to speak so I can hear you, because I'm trying to make a decision on whether or not to send you to prison.
Yes, ma'am.
So go for it.
I went to school for 3 years for construction. Since then I got my NCCR, OSHA, and my level in carpentry, cabinets and stuff like that.
And do you have an opportunity for a job?
Yeah, I have an opportunity to job. I have a neighbor that does construction. So
Does your neighbor know that you're doing marijuana?
Yes, ma'am.
You're telling me that your neighbor wants to hire you and your neighbor knows that you're doing marijuana. Tell the truth.
No, ma'am.
Here's the other thing. Do not be dishonest with me. I do not like when people are dishonest. You cannot do construction.
The judge's construction metaphor hit hard. This wasn't just about a job, it was about responsibility. You want to build things? Start by building your character. You want people to trust you with a roof? Then stay off drugs that could get someone killed.
Peter.
And you had requested her, Judge, and
Yes.
made sure she wanted to be here as well.
Thank you. All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, if you can lower your mask and state your name for the record.
My name is Tracy.
All right, and are you his mother?
Yes.
What does he spend his day doing?
Well, just normal, sleeping. He goes and helps me with Ubering.
How does he help you with Ubering?
He delivers the food.
Does he have any friends over?
Not really.
Does he have a
No.
curfew?
Well, he has a GPS on, so he doesn't get to leave. He's just gone from 2 to 10, and then he's at home. I don't really have any. He's different. It's calmer.
Does he help you clean the home?
He does. He cleans his room. That's the most important thing, is keeping his room clean. That's what I care about. Is every kid can clean their own room and wash their own dishes. That's great with me, because that is the most important thing, is if he can make sure he cleans his room. Because I know he doesn't make a lot of the mess that's in the kitchen. It's not him. But when he does, he's very good at cleaning. He's different.
All right, who all is in the household?
So it's me, it's Lonzo, my 3 other kids. My friend comes around once in a while, but he doesn't live there, but he does.
So are the people in the home just his siblings?
Just his siblings. His girlfriend comes, but she doesn't stay. She just
And I'm
comes.
hoping she's not in a bedroom with the door closed with him.
Yes.
Oh, that needs to stop. I don't know how parents do it today, but what I can tell you, in my household, when I was growing up, number 1, there were no boys in bedrooms.
Yeah.
Number 2, they were only in common areas. And number 3, they had to call before they came.
Very
And when my grandmother would babysit me, my aunt had a boyfriend to come over. And you know what ended up happening? He overstayed his welcome. And you know what my grandmother told him? No one is going to come into my home and try to outsit me. And she put him out from the common area. Now, he hung around, and now he and my aunt have been married for like 30 years. So I guess he was like, I'm going to take what your grandmother is dishing out. But he should not be in a bedroom with a door closed with his girlfriend. You know why? Because 1, he's not ready to have a child because he's using marijuana. He has all this criminal history. And any mother who would allow a girlfriend to see someone with the baggage he has when he doesn't have his life in order, I question that mother. And he may end up improving his life, but the way his life stands right now, it's chaos. It's chaos with the GPS. It's chaos because he's looking at 5 years prison, and you have some girl coming over in his bedroom with the door closed. That equals possibility of children. And are you ready to be a grandmother from him?
No.
This part went from courtroom to parenting seminar. Letting your grown son play house in your home while he's on GPS and smoking edibles? The judge was spot on. That's not parenting. That's enabling chaos. And it's setting a bad example for the whole household.
All right, here is your choice. I can give you deferred adjudication. If I give you deferred adjudication, if you are revoked, you're going to be looking at 10 years in prison. Or I can send you to prison for 2 years and you will be done. Which would you prefer?
Adjudication.
Right. And what I can tell you is Deputy Laura tells me all the time that she doesn't know how people do probation in this court, because probation in my court is difficult. Because if I give you probation, I want you to be rehabilitated. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The court is going to sentence you to 5 years deferred adjudication. There's a $1,500 fine that will be probated. There's to be proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. regular UAs, I'm going to want him tested for levels. Those levels have better start going down. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And is this girlfriend you have, is she using as well?
No, ma'am.
Another reason why she shouldn't be with you. It sounds like she doesn't use drugs, but you do. And then you have these criminal cases and you've just been placed on deferred for felon in possession of a weapon. You need to ask yourself, why is she with me? And if it's because she sees something in you, you need to ask yourself, what does she see in me?
This was a lifeline. She could have sent him to prison. Instead, she gave him a path forward. But that path comes with terms, structure, discipline, no excuses. It's on Alonzo now to prove he's worth that second chance.
Skills, but this is what I see. Parents are trying to be friends with their children. They're acting like their friends, their children are their friends and adults. You're not technically an adult. You know why? Because you can't take care of yourself. You're living at home with your mother. You're using her home as a hotel room and she's letting you use it as a hotel room. You've been having issues since you've been a juvenile. We got the resisting arrest and search, criminal trespass, criminal mischief, unauthorized use of a vehicle, failure to identify, another resisting arrest, search and transport. I'm ignoring that because that was taken into consideration. And then you've been to TYC before. And you know what that tells me? That tells me a little bit that one, you need structure. And mom, you are not his friend. You are his parent. And you need to start laying down the law because otherwise he's going to end up in prison. And if you violate the conditions that I've set for you, what's going to end up happening is you could be looking at 10 years in prison. Here on out, everything that you do in your life, every decision that you're making, you need to ask yourself, is this something that could result in me going to prison for 10 years? If the answer is yes, don't do it. If the answer is maybe, don't do it. Because what I can tell you is, and Deputy Laura will tell you, Deputy Mejia and Miss Abrams will tell you, at some point in time, when people violate conditions in this court, they always end up getting caught. You may not get caught the first time you violate it, but ultimately you end up getting caught because I'm serious about probation coming out doing field visits. And when they do, and something happens, you know what ends up happening? I receive a motion to revoke. And when I get that motion to revoke, if it's in proper order, I check the box and a warrant is issued. You are picked up by the police and you are taken into custody. And either your mom makes bond for you or she does not. If she doesn't make bond for you, you are brought over in orange after having been at the jail with other inmates, sharing toilets, sharing clothing. And then I hear your motion. And if it turns out that it is true and I find it's true, then you're looking at 10 years in the prison. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So your mom is allowing you to do things that she should not be allowing you to do. So you're going to have to check yourself. I don't know if that's something that young people still say, but that's what they said when I was growing up. You're going to have to put yourself in check because your mom looks at you. Your mom loves you. Your mom looks at you as still as her little boy. You're an adult. So if you love your mom, you're going to have to start doing things appropriately. So your mom doesn't have to come to court begging you and not seeing the fact that she has a son who came to court for sentencing and you're using marijuana. And you're probably using it in her house in the form of candy bars or whatever. And you're in the back room with your girlfriend having sex or whatever. And you're going to end up, if you continue on that vein, you guys are going to forget something. And you're going to end up bringing a grandchild into this world for her. And she's going to end up caring for it. And that grandchild is going to be stuck with the father who has all this history.
Parents aren't supposed to be your best friends. That line hit different. Too often, love gets confused with leniency. But the judge wasn't having it. She drew the line. And in doing so, maybe, just maybe, she gave Alonzo a real shot at change.
He's doing any type of outpatient. And there's no way he's going to be living with you because obviously you are an enabler. You're not a good influence in your life. And I knew when I placed him on probation previously that he should not be living with you, but he had no other choice but to stay with you. I knew that. So I'll own that.
He was 19.
Yeah. And you're enabling him.
But 19 years old.
No, you cannot.
I'm not. I understand what you're stating, but I've come a long way with Alonzo, and he's come a long way, and he's changed a lot.
No, he hasn't.
He has. Yes, he has.
All right. I'm going to have you step back.
I
Thank you.
understand.
Can you come forward?
Can I talk?
No, you may not. I'm going to give you a choice.
Can I please talk?
No, I'm going to give you a choice. Here are your choices. You have two choices. One, I can continue on your probation. You will no longer be living at your mom's house because she's an enabler. She was an enabler when she came here. And she was an enabler last time for you when you had a different hair color. She was an enabler when you kept testing positive for drugs. So one or two things. One, I can continue you, or I can sentence you to 7 years in prison. Which do you prefer?
Continue.
All right. So you're not going to be allowed to live with your mom anymore. I'm going to deny the motion. And the only reason why, well, one of the many reasons why I'm continuing you is because of your age. You're young. I still think you can be saved. I could send you to prison, and you know what would happen at the prison?
Let me see one thing.
No. You know what would end up happening at prison?
Isolated like always.
Oh, no, you wouldn't be isolated. You'd be in general population, and people would be looking at you some kind of way. Prison is not a nice place to be. Prison is not a place where people go and everybody just leave them alone and everybody's being nice to each other. I'm going to deny the motion. I'm going to alter the main conditions. And that's going to include, he's either probation, he's either going to felony drug court, or he's going to state ISF. And is cognitive local or not?
State ISF is not local at all, Judge.
All right. So
Their ISF, the local ISF is here in San Diego.
all right, he's going to do state ISF, and he's not allowed to reside with his mom. It's time for you to grow up.
Can I do felony drug court?
Hmm?
Can I do felony drug court?
If felony drug court accepts you, and you had better talk to them and let them know that you want to be in felony drug court. You understand?
No.
You had better start making better choices with your life. Now, do you still want to talk to me?
No.
All right, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
No.
What do you want to say?
I just want to say, my mom's my best friend. My only friend.
Mm-hmm.
Most of my life, she's right. I've been isolated from the word, basically. I'm not really good at talking to people. I never was. Today, I might mess up my speech a little bit.
No, I understand.
I made mistakes in my life, a lot of mistakes. Can't really take them back.
Let me just tell you what the problem is. And we're off the record. This is the problem. The problem is parents, they're really not supposed to be your best friend. I don't understand this new age parenting that people have. Parents are supposed to be parents.
I didn't grow up with anybody.
No, that's what I'm saying. Guess what? You know who was in my life? My mom. But my mom let me know that she's my mom. We're not girlfriends, right? I know I can go to her. I know I can tell her anything, and I would tell her anything. But there is no way on this earth that I will be calling her by her first name because she was my mother. And we were not best friends. We were not girlfriends. I knew that she was in charge, and that's how it was ran. And I'm only telling you this since your mom wanted to bring me in the equation. Your problem is your mom, with her letting you treat her house like a hotel motel, guess what? That's because y'all are best friends. She's not behaving as a mother, and you are going to have to grow up. And that's why you're not allowed to reside with her, because she's enabling you and she's making excuses. At some point, the choices you make in your life, guess what? Those are your own choices, because otherwise everybody in here has some trauma, and they can go out, continue to break the law, and they can just come in and say, oh, I only have a single parent. Oh, I got shot. Oh, they kicked me out of school. Oh, I never had anybody to be there for me. Oh, I only have one friend. There are so many excuses that people can have for not doing the right thing. That's going to stop with you today. You understand? No.
What do you think? Did the judge make the right call by keeping him out of prison? Or was this just another delay before the next disaster? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe if you want more real courtroom moments like this.